My name is Umondi Almanjeri from Nakuru Girls High School, a Form 3 student aged 16 years old. Our world in 2050. The environment. The scenario our environment provides is wondrous. The environment can be described in very many ways, but I will simply refer to it as what surrounds us. This, is the rivers, the lakes, the roads, the mountains, the buildings such as the industries, among all others. But someone wise once said that eyes that look are common, but eyes that see are rare. Then the question becomes, are we looking at what is happening to our environment, or are we seeing what is going on in our environment? I'd leave that up to you to answer. We, as the humans, are the ones who occupy the largest percentage of our earth. Then we should be able to realize that the environment provides for us what we eat, where we live, and the basic facilities that we need for our daily life activities. But the fact still remains and is and will always be, if we don't change that, we are too selfish to think about the consequences the environment will face when we keep on exploiting it without thinking about the negative effects. In 2050, many things can happen, many hopes and dreams and futures can be revealed. For example, in agriculture, most of us hear the word agriculture and think it's boring. Most of us think that when we hear agriculture, it is going to plow the farm, maybe going to plow the flowers and many things among others that are negative in all aspects. But recently, a scientist came up with a new system known as the hydroponic farming system. In hydroponic farming system, we use the principle that plants can be grown without the use of water and liquefied fertilizers or pesticides. We also have the greenhouse gases. In the greenhouse gases, we all think that it has the negative effects only, but anything that is good can have a negative effect, and anything that is bad can have a positive effect. We have many greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide. Let's start with carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide can be used in many positive ways. For example, it can be used in the making of fizzy drinks such as carbonated water. It can be used in the making of fire extinguishers, and it can also be reduced chemically to carbon and be used in the making of charcoal. We also have what we call the sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide can be used to cool the countercurrent caused by the action of heat by carbon dioxide. Despite all this, have you ever wondered? We keep on complaining, saying that we don't have food, we don't have shelter, but it all starts with our perception. There's a Latin saying that goes, "Nemo dat con non habet," meaning the environment does not give, nobody gives what they do not have. How do we then expect the environment to give us what we do not give back unto it? We expect it to give us the food that we eat, and yet we cut the trees that can be used in the making of this food. You wake up early in the morning, drive your car to a various destination or wherever you are going, but in the process, you are enjoying your luxurious drive, but you can't remember the industries that are used in the manufacturing of fuels. In such industries, we have the production of gases such as carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. The production of these gases leads to the destruction of the ozone layer, and destruction of the ozone layer can cause harmful effects such as unpredictable weather conditions. Unpredictable weather conditions can also lead to unpredictable farming seasons. We also have what we call the waste production and disposal. An average person produces 2.5 pounds of waste per year. In a country like USA, we can have 220 million pounds of waste produced per year. Later on, instead of this waste being disposed securely, the waste is disposed in landfills, which leads to high ranks of methane. Methane does not only lead to high ranks of explosion hazards, but is also ranked among the high global warming gases effects. Why should we do this to ourselves? Why should we go on through these hard effects that we have when we can still prevent these effects when we can still prevent these things before they get to be worse? Why should we work ourselves instead of finding a solution to make this environment a better place? Recently, Mr. Bill Gates came up with a way that waste can be extracted. From waste, we can extract drinking water. I know it seems yucky and it seems disgusting, but trust me, by 2050, if we don't look or take care of our environment, we'll be drinking that water, and I trust that no one wants to drink such water. From the waste production, we can remove water. After removing water, we remain with the slurry part of the sludge. The sludge can be used in the production of biogas in villages instead of use of gases and petroleum. You see, even the negative things also have a positive effect to our environment. Then one question remains, why should we treat the environment this way? We can treat it in a more positive way. If we treat the environment casually, then we'll end up being the casualty. If we treat ourselves in a better way, then why don't we treat the environment in the same way that we want to treat ourselves? If we treat the environment in a better way, we can get trees, get to have beautiful sceneries. You're from a party, you want to take a good photo, you have some trees and a garden by with roses and all kinds of flowers to take a picture. You can imagine what a scenery it is. You want to go fishing, there's a river by for you to go and visit the environment. There are many things that can happen that are positive to our environment. But this can only happen when we change our perception of thinking about the environment in a positive way, but not selfishly of only benefiting to ourselves. Then hereby, I wish to conclude by saying that the environment can be better if we all stand united, because united we stand, divided we fall. May we make Mother Nature proud. Thank you.